So as you can probably tell from the title of this video, it's gonna be about face blindness. Yes, it's a real thing. Basically what it is that recognizing faces is really hard. And I know it's hard for people to imagine how it is, because recognizing faces is something that like everyone takes for granted. If you can do it, you take it for granted. I can't. It's a part of my memory that doesn't work. Alright, so now we have some background music right there. It's very hard to film videos when you're in a dorm room. Just to get it out of the way, because people always ask me. I can recognize my friends. I recognize their faces because I've seen them every day for a long period of time. Also, I recognize my family. I just do. They're my family. It's always kind of like terrifying to come to a new place and make new friends because I know that I'm gonna struggle. It's gonna be a struggle to get to know them because I'm gonna forget their faces. Alright, so let's talk about every time that I have moved to a new place. My first time was in Florida. I went there and my first day at work in Breistrand, which was the ride that I worked in Disney World, I thought there were like 60 people working there. There might be like 15 people at work at the same time, I don't know. But I kept seeing new people. So I thought everyone was like a different person. I was seeing the same person over and over again. And when I went to uni last year, to the crappy uni that I don't go to anymore, one of my friends that I made on the first day still remembers that I told her, if I don't recognize you tomorrow, don't be offended because I can't recognize people, like I'm face blind. And she still remembers that because no one has ever told her that before. So before I went to uni here, like before I moved to London, I just told people, because there was this Facebook group that we met through, like the Facebook group for our halls. So I just told people that, hey, if I don't recognize you when I come there, it's because I'm face blind and I do not mean to offend you, because a lot of people do get offended when I can't recognize them and they think they're not special to me, or like they think I don't care about them. But that's not the case. It's just I can't. I'm trying really hard. It's very frustrating. It's a struggle to watch TV shows or movies like with real people in them because I can't recognize them. Usually I'll just sit there and I'll ask my friends like, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? And people eventually get tired of that. It's really hard for me to understand the story because I keep seeing new people all the time. I don't get the connections between the characters. I don't know like the characters. When I look at a picture and there's two people in the picture, I can't tell if they look like each other. And even worse, when someone make like a big collage thing of themselves, like with pictures of themselves only, I can't tell it's the same person. And that's probably something that's very hard for you to understand. Something else that might sound really weird. If I talk to someone and then I just leave them for a little bit and then I come back, I don't recognize them. For instance, I used to work at a grocery store. Like when customers came to ask me about an item and I like, oh, I'll go check in the back if we have more of it or something, and then I just leave and then I come back and right after I can't find the customer. I'll be just standing there awkwardly and waiting for them to approach me. I still remember the question, I still remember the item, I still remember what they were asking me about. I can't recognize them. So if you ever like hang out with someone who has face blindness, if they can't recognize you, never be offended because we don't do it on purpose. We want to recognize people so bad. Like I really try, but it's really hard. I don't want to complain about this because there are so many worse things. Like this is not a bad thing. It's an annoying thing, but it's not something that affects my life enough to make it miserable. So I've tried to talk about it now. I don't know how well it turned out. It's like hard to explain it because people don't understand most of the time. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask and I'll be answering them. And just to say this, just to have it out of the way, I know that some people get face blindness because they have had a brain injury or a disease of some kind, and I just want to make it clear that I don't. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. I really appreciate those because it tells me that people enjoyed my video. Also feel free to leave a comment about like what you think about face blindness. Like, have you heard about it before? Do you think it sounds weird? Do you have a question? And also, if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. It's free and you get my videos first. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye! If you notice that my hand looks like this, it's because I've been making something. I don't really want to show you guys because I'm not that proud of it, but I feel like I should.